guys, this is Tina. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm just here to bring you a couple of junk journal kits. So I haven't done any of these for a little while and I thought it was high time that I kind of did. I'm also becoming really overrun with stuff, so I kind of need to start, you know, getting rid of some things. So I've put these two kits together. They will obviously be listed in my Etsy to coincide with the videos going up. So we'll go through them one at a time. So the first kit here, if I just pop that to one side, the first one, sorry, I hope this isn't a bit glary. It looks very glary through my camera. Let me just see if I can lower my tripod slightly, and might be a little bit better then. Seems kind of very glary and bright. Right, the first one is made from a kind of book page pouch. It's got a little bag, fabric kind of bag, clipped on just with a little mini peg. I've said before, I mean, I'm not a seamstress. Sorry, I did knock the camera there. I'm not a seamstress, so this is not, you know, professionally stitched. It's just scrappily kind of cut across the top. So, you know, I mean, I just think it looks cute, but obviously anyone who knows what they're doing sewing wise may think, my gosh, what's she done? Inside the little pouch, you've got some tiny items. So if I just get them out first. So you've got a couple of my little button embellishments, and these are kind of in shades of kind of blue and ivory. So hopefully they're going to kind of match the items that are contained, the paper items that are contained within the kit. You've got a little polka dot organza kind of butterfly there, so just to kind of show you that. And then you've got also a little white organza bow as well. And then you've got some printables, which I just literally have selected because I thought they would complement colour-wise, you know, the paper items that are included in the kind of, you know, larger parts of the kit. So that's all of those. These are all just printed onto 160mm GSM cardstock. They haven't been coffee dyed or anything. Hopefully they would coffee dye fine. I have said in the past, sorry, my camera flicked off. So I have said in the past that once they're kind of printed, they can't be coffee dyed, but actually I have found that I have been able to be coffee dyeing recently. So I don't know whether the ink is better quality if you're using the instant ink, I'm not sure, but I have managed to coffee dye everything I've kind of printed. Right, the packaging itself, you've got this gorgeous book page pocket, and it's got a large pocket in the top. I've just collaged some items up on here, so this could all be kind of used in your journals as well. And then on the other side, I've got a large kind of front pocket, again with some collaged kind of items, some vintage kind of florals, big paper flower here, and some coffee dyed lace. And then clipped on with a bulb pin, there is this fabric ruffle, really long fabric ruffle this is. I don't know what the length of it is, but I would imagine kind of, I don't know, 45 centimeters, something like that. It's really long. It's this pretty kind of pale bluey grey floral fabric. And obviously you could use this, I've just brought along kind of an A4 sheet that I've folded in half on your journal pages, and you could just literally glue it down and cut it kind of where you want it. So obviously it's pretty long, so you're going to have quite a few uses with that. I mean, you could obviously use it down the whole length of a page, but then you're not going to kind of have it going so far, but you've got that. Then you've also got a fabric flower here, just literally some layered up little bits and pieces, and a button in the middle. So that's that, and they're just held on with a bulb pin. And then going inside the kind of large pocket at the top, you've got here, move that to the side, an envelope. This is just from some scrapbook paper, and I've just done a stamped item here on the bottom to kind of hold it as the closure. And inside I just made a kind of journaling card and popped on an image from a kind of vintage book that I had in some sheet music. So that's your first kind of paper item, and that just tucks in there again, and then the back is kind of free for you to decorate. And then here you've got a collection of kind of tuck spots and pockets and things that I have used some vintage books. So I've used these gorgeous images of these children from some vintage books. Just think they're really sweet. So you've got this tiny weeny pocket here. I've done this very scrappy. It's got some torn kind of book pages and things. And then you've got a tiny weeny little pocket in there. So that's kind of that one. That cute little image of that child. And then you've got one here. This is kind of stitched onto some fabric. And again, it's kind of been stitched around, and this gorgeous image of this child on here. And then you've got a kind of corner tuck spot. So again, I'll just grab this page back. So, you know, if this were in a journal, I would kind of glue it up into the corner there. You've got some sewing pattern paper as a ruffle, one of those gorgeous little images of the children, and just have it as a tuck spot there in the corner by kind of gluing it on the two sides there, and you tuck things into there. And obviously I'll just quickly show you how kind of some of the others would look. Obviously this is just ivory cardstock, it's not been coffee dyed or anything, so I'm just kind of giving you a very quick kind of how they would look. This was a book page pocket, so again you could kind of glue that down and use this as a kind of pocket here, and obviously a pocket on this side. Here you've got another little pocket, or you could use this as a tag. Actually no, sorry, my mistake. I've just realised how I've designed this. I've actually popped a fold along here and some journaling card on the back. So I would have this as a kind of folding flip. So I would glue it here at the top, and then you would obviously flick it up like that. So that's that one. And then that was that tiny one there that you could just kind of pop that down. And then you could just pop on some of the ruffle, or, you know, if I just grab back one of the fabric button pieces, you know, just kind of finish it off like that. So that's that one. And then the other two, there's another one of those kind of folding pieces. Now you may need to trim this down slightly. It is quite long, but the idea being that you would kind of glue it here and obviously then have it folding back, or indeed obviously you could kind of glue it this way. As I say, it is quite long, so you may need to actually trim it down slightly to get it to fit nicely. Then there is this one, which is just one of those little wage envelopes, and I've just layered up some elements from the vintage book there and some lace, and that would just go there and then kind of tuck in at the top. So that's those. And then you've got some more items in here. You've got another little tuck spot for the corner tuck pocket, you know, the corner. And again, I would just glue that on kind of the two sides and have that kind of up in a corner on the page and tuck things under it. Little girl, she looks a bit like she's being told off for not eating, doesn't she? And then I've just got some little other pieces. So I've got a little folding kind of flip out. Oops. Oh no, sorry, this is a folding little booklet, not a flip out. And I've got a little rosebud down there. I've got a little pad here, just made with some scraps of coffee dyed paper. Just stitched it on the sewing machine with some lace trim. Another little kind of flip out here, just with some scrap bit paper that all kind of blends in. Another little envelope there, just made again with some double-sided scrap bit paper, just kind of blends in. And then a stamped image here on some coffee dyed cardstock. As you can see, it didn't stamp particularly brilliantly, but you know, I think it still, you know, looks quite nice like that. So that's kit number one. So you get all of those kind of items there. I'll pop that out of the way. And then kit number two, this one has got a couple of little pegs. So the first peg's holding on this massive flower. So this is one of my puffed yo-yo flowers. It doesn't necessarily really match the kit that's inside, but I just popped it on because I thought it matched this denim pocket that I've included for your small items. So this is just literally a denim pocket. I've just decorated up with some lace trims. You know, kind of, you could obviously pop this onto a cover of a journal, or, you know, on a page in a journal. I just thought it was quite pretty. It's quite nice being a different coloured denim. So inside there, your kind of small items that come with this particular kit are as follows. You've got another one of my little button embellishments there. You've got one of those Tim Holtz rosette things, and it's got a glossy accented centre. Then you've got a little bow here. And then you've got some of my little cigarette card printables. little matchbox top one, little journaling card, little banner here, today's highlights, and a little chipboard tile there that's just been distress inked. So that's all of your small items there. And then on the actual packaging itself, gosh, I'm so sorry, I don't know what's going on with my camera today, it keeps flicking off. So I'm probably repeating myself, but I always kind of say that the packaging itself can be kind of utilised in your projects. It can be deconstructed or used kind of as it is. So this is made from a coffee dyed envelope. What I've done, I've made a kind of big sack here, and then on the front it's got a whole kind of collage of items here, and this postcard actually is a pocket, so I could have actually tucked something in there. And then you've got this gorgeous stamp of this lady, you've got this flower with a vintage flower button and some fabric here and some vintage sheet music, lots of stamping, it's very grungy looking. And then you've got some lace trim down the side and some of those gorgeous flowers. And then here I've just added a fabric ruffle, which this one has been distress inked, but absolutely gorgeous fabric. And then on the back of the packaging, you've got a fabric ruffle down here. This one is not attached with a bulb pin. This one is glued onto the packaging. So you would have to physically tear this off or cut this off to use this. But this one is just attached with a bulb pin, so easily could be taken off. And then you've got some lace trim and a little Hessian bow and a collage of various items and some lace trim. And another pocket here where you can obviously pop some other items. And so then going inside of the kind of you know, envelope sack thing, we've got here a gorgeous envelope which I just literally made from some scrapbook paper, and I've coffee dyed it all. So that is that one. Then here I've just got a piece with some decoupage napkin. Sorry, I've got some thread there kind of going across, some decoupage napkin on to this shaped piece with some lace trim just stitched on the sewing machine. So again, I mean, you could just kind of use that as a little pocket or a tuck spot on the page. You know, you could kind of finish it off with some of the fabric ruffle or something like that. Just kind of giving you a couple of ideas there. So that's that one. Then here you've got a little kind of flip out. So you've got scrapbook paper there, and it tucks in under the Eiffel Tower image. So again, you could kind of glue this like a belly band on the top and the bottom. And then you've obviously got room to kind of pop something behind it like that. And then you've also obviously got the benefit of it folding up and down to obviously use for journaling. So that's that one. Then you've got here a little corner tuck spot, again some layered up things, and again I've just kind of glue it like that and kind of tuck things up there. Then here you've got another little fold out kind of flip, which, oh, I hope I haven't glued this down. I have a little bit, sorry about this. There we go. And this has got one of my vintage ladies here from, I think, from my journaling cards, and a little journaling spot there. It's got some lace trim going down the bottom, and again, obviously, kind of it just tucks in there. Sorry, I finger and thumb skin, and then folds out like that for journaling. So you could always add some extra coffee dyed pages in here to make it more like a kind of pad in there if you wanted. So that's that one. And then here I've got a little envelope kind of pocket. It's just got some scrapbook paper there and here, and do all things with love. And again, this would just kind of go onto the side, and then up to you really whether you would want to glue this flat down. I left it because I thought maybe some people would like to be able to journal under there, but you could also pop a dab of glue there and kind of have it down. And again, you'd obviously just have that as a little kind of tuck spot like that. So that's that one. And then here I've just got a little corner tuck spot kind of pocket that, again, I mean, gorgeous, and it's got some decoupage napkin there and some diamante, and again I would just kind of glue that down like that and use it like there. And then the final item here is this kind of large piece that I would use as a kind of bit of a little pocket. I would probably just glue it around there on the 3 sides and pop it onto a page like that, and then obviously kind of, you know, tuck your kind of journaling card or whatever in there like that. And again, I mean, obviously you could just kind of finish that off with a bit of ruffle, or, you know, a bow or something like that. So again, you've got obviously a few options here with some extra pieces that you could obviously attach on like that. So quite a few little bits and pieces here to kind of get you started and have a play with. So they're all obviously, or, you know, they're both, as I say, listed in my Etsy shop. And yeah, I will hopefully do some more of these soon. So thanks very much for stopping by, and I hope you all have a lovely day. Thanks then. Bye.